Hello everyone. How's everybody doing? Got one watching at least. Sound off if you're here. I'll let a few other people arrive before we get down to it. Appreciate the likes already. 3 likes on this one. If you are on the stream, make sure that you like and make sure you're subscribed too, because guess what? It costs you nothing. Really appreciate that very, very much. Hope you've had a great week and hope that you have been able to get some stuff accomplished, get your task list down, maybe pay some bills, spend some time with your family. That's what I've been doing this week, and I've been looking forward to it. We're going to talk about some new gear that I got in the mail, and we're going to be talking about 1 flashlight, 2 knives, and a multi-tool. That sounds like a beginning of a joke. So thank y'all for being here with us. And this is Carline Conversations. This is episode 6. And I'm going to try to be as consistent as I can with the doing it on Friday afternoons at 2 o'clock. I think that worked out pretty well last time, so decided to keep that consistent. And so hopefully I can be consistent. Let me know if you can hear me down in the chat. Sound off, excuse me, if you are looking forward to the weekend. I know I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's going to be gorgeous here in Middle Tennessee. It's going to be about 74 degrees as a high, and I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, enough preamble. I wanted to talk a little bit about a couple of new things that I've got, and I will be featuring probably these in, well, I know I'll be featuring this, so let's talk about this first. So this right here is the Nextool. It's a multi-tool. Sorry about the light there. There we go. This is the Nextool multi-tool. It's a tiny little multi-tool, but it's got a little set of pliers right there. And it's very similar to a squirt or some other things like that. And so really appreciate, hey, thank you for signing off there, Brian Roddy. Loud and clear. Thank you very much. I always wonder if this mic is working or not. It's working here, but sometimes the YouTube app doesn't talk to it and whatnot. But it's cool. This is the Mini Sailor from Nextool. And I have actually really enjoyed using this. Now, I wear jeans most of the time, probably 85 to 90% of the time. And what I have found is this is an excellent, and it folds up really nicely, coin pocket multi-tool. And so this is by no means a full-size multi-tool. You're not going to be doing a ton of stuff with it, but it is very neat, very small, and really enjoy it. Now let's go over the tools. Of course, you got pliers. You've got a little cutter in there, just right there in the middle, and then of course you've got a kind of a wrench, a nut puller, grabber, turner right there. You've got a nice little sheep's foot blade, little slip joint, nice sheep's foot blade there. And again, these tools do not lock, so they're not going to be lockable here. But if I close this up, and it closes up really nice and compact. So if I close that up, there's the scraper. Now I've noticed some scrapers and kind of can opener. This is a can opener tool actually. I've noticed that some can opener tools are sharp on that side. This one's not. This one could be used as a scraper too, because it's not sharp on that one side. And so you've got a scraper, bottle opener, and all sorts of different stuff right there. Then you've got a surprisingly good set of scissors. These scissors are going to be very nice, and you can cut some really good stuff with them. I wish I had some 550 cord around here to cut with, but as it happens, we'll just cut a little bit of paper here. It cuts very well. I did cut some 550 cord. I do have a full review of this on an episode coming out Monday. So it's probably gonna be Monday or Tuesday when that episode premieres, this episode, and so a lot of other stuff. No, sir, Mr. Viet, I don't know. This is not a pocket knife. This is a small multi-tool. And thank you for joining the stream. But it does have a pocket knife on it. So you've got a little nice little pocket knife. These are going to go for $24. Nextool. These are the Nextool. This is the Mini Sailor, and this goes for $24 US. Very good value. They have a blue one and also a black one, and they come with pliers. You open it up like that, and you got these spring-loaded, by the way, pliers. So really like that. Nice little tool. They sent it out to me. Thank you to Nextool, and I'll be posting that full review on the channel on Monday afternoon, maybe Monday morning, hopefully. So yes, it is. It's incredibly useful. It is very, very useful Vit, and I have very much enjoyed it. I like multi-tools in general. Now I just got through doing my multi-tools episode and filming it. There's another one that I want to talk about that's even, it's like sort of comparable, and it's kind of a pocket multi-tool. In case you haven't figured out the theme, I like small multi-tools. But we're going to be talking about some full-size ones on the video that I'm doing as well. This is the Roxon M4. Now you can see it. You know what? I need some more light. I'll pull these shades down. There we go. It's a little bit better. All right, so this is the Roxon, and you can see right there, the Roxon M4. This has a fingernail clipper on one side, which I don't know about you, but I'm always finding myself cutting my fingernails for some reason. But these are the Monkeys style. If you know what I'm talking about with the Monkeys fingernail clippers, they're spelled M-U-N-K-E-E-S on Amazon. I really like these. They're spring loaded. They got that little action right there. These are the greatest fingernail clippers. As somebody who has to cut their fingernails once a week, most of the time, at least once every 10 days. Very useful. You've got this cool faux leather on the outside right here. By the way, Roxon did not send this one to me. I've actually picked this one up at Blade Show. But you've got a fingernail clipper on one side, then you've got a couple of tools on the other side, and allow me to show those to you. So you pop them up like this. You can pop them up and you can grab which one you want. I'm going to grab the blade. It's just a standard nice little drop point blade. And guess what? It locks into place. Very cool. Jordan Thompson, how you doing, man? Good to see you. You got to pop those into place, and then you got to push this in. It's a little awkward to detent, so you got to push this one in behind it and then push the blade down. Still very nice closure. Pop these up. You've got a pretty good little Phillips head that I have used in a pinch a couple of different times. So you've got a really cool Phillips head right here, and you've got a nail file on one side and a ruler on the other. I don't know why they put rulers on the other side. I feel like you could put a crosshatch file on the other side and it'd be much more effective. But again, you push down right there and it goes in. You've also got, let me see here, you've got a pair of scissors. Now, these scissors, they are sprung, but they're very tiny and they're very tight. They're not really all that great to use. They do not, I believe, in my tests on the video, they do not snip 550 paracord. So, oh well, it's not a big deal, not a huge deal, but at the same time, that's kind of my general test for all this other stuff. This is kind of tough to get in. So you've got to make sure to, yeah, there we go. Okay, so that was the Roxon M4. Wanted to talk about that. Jordan, what's going on in your neck of the woods, man? Let me know. And if you're in the chat, if you are on the stream right now, sound off in the comments. Let me know. And most importantly, I would say most importantly, like the video. If you can get outside and I don't know how you do it, how you're watching the stream necessarily, but like the video, please. That gives more eyeballs towards it. So we talked about the mini sailor from Nextool. We talked about the Roxon M4. And the next one that I want to talk about is a tiny little fixed blade. Say monkey in an old man voice. No, I'm not going to do that. Here we go. So this is a small fixed blade from Odin Wolf. Let me get the box here. Odin Wolf, right? And Odin Wolf, they are very, I have been impressed with these little blades, and so I'm going to talk to you about these. These are little, if you've ever seen, what are they called? The Mora knife, Morakine blades. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but yeah, These are really nice. They've got a really nice little, I don't know if it's a plastic, I think it's plastic molded. It's not Kydex, but it's a plastic molded sheath there. And so you get to snap these in, pop it out, and check that out. Just a nice little D2 blade. Check that out. Circumcising size. Woo, you're getting biblical on us there, aren't you, two-stroke? All right. Jordan, you're taking a break from watching a horrible inning of the Cubs, getting ready for football tonight. You like the Cubs, huh? Do you live near Chicago, or are you just a Cubs fan? So, awesome. Here we go. Are you Muslim? I am not Muslim, brother, but I appreciate any Muslims out there. And Kasey, thank you for joining in the channel. I am not a Muslim, I am a Christian. And if you'd like to talk religion about that, let me know. I don't ever want to talk down to anybody's religion at all. Not at all. But at the same time, I'm actually, believe it or not, we'll get off on a little tangent here from talking about EDC, but I'm actually a minister at a church, believe it or not. I'm not the preacher, I'm just the education minister. And so really, really appreciate anybody. I've had a couple of comments on some of my videos. If you'll notice at the end of my videos on my channel, I kind of inquire, like, if you want to talk about Jesus, if you want to talk about the Bible, I'd love to talk to you about that. But yeah, no, I have respect for all religions, and respect anybody's beliefs, especially if they're in Jesus Christ. And so it's good, kind of back and forth on that. Let's see, Jordan lives south of Chicago. Okay, cool. My wife is from Indianapolis, the Indianapolis area, and so she's a Yankee as well. So I had to marry into the good stuff. I had to marry a Yankee, and all sorts of stuff. Hey, Kasey, really appreciate you, and I know all about the Quran and all that good stuff. Thank you very much for coming on the stream. Let's keep it to EDC though. It's not a religious podcast or not a religious live stream, but let's keep it to EDC, okay? So this is a nice little, and I like this one the best. This is the OD green version. This is the W Mini, okay? The W Mini. This is a stainless steel blade. I like the shape of that blade right there. These are gonna be really, look at how small these are. These are gonna be really small. They've got a really neat little clip on the outside. They do stick out or whatever, but it's really neat to watch and to see these little EDC knives, these little EDC fixed blades. How much do you think this would be? How much do you think this would be? You've got a nice, almost G10 feeling handle. You've got a plastic molded sheath. You've got a D2 steel blade. How much do you think these would be? Well, let me tell you, $19.97. Here's the black version. The black version actually has a D2 blade, but it's got that kind of different grind on it, and it's got a black on the blade right there. Yes, both of these are Odin Wolf, and they are, if you can see the logo there, both of these are Odin Wolf. Thank you so much for asking, Brian. And these are available on Amazon, and I do have a link in the description of this video if you want to go check these out. And any purchase that you make from Amazon on one of my Amazon links is you are supporting the channel back, and I will reinvest that money back into the channel. So yeah, these are just nice little 2-inch fixed blade knives. The handle, look at the handle. The handle is actually a little bit longer than the actual blade. Now, Jordan, I will tell you, the placement of the clip, you asked about how do they carry in the pocket. You see how this clip is right here? The placement of the clip, they don't deep carry. And so they don't move, they don't go anywhere. In fact, I was wearing one all day today. I was wearing this OD green one in my shorts today, and just in my standard part where you put the pocket, let me see if I can get it here. So they carry in the pocket, if you can see it a little bit here. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little tour. But if you see right here, they do sit, and they do sit out very, very much. So you're not really gonna be carrying this kind of out. It's got this nice little deep carry. They try to get it as deep a carry as they possibly can. But at the same time, it's not gonna be a pocket carry. And so, yeah, Odin Wolf is a German company, and it's I'm very impressed, honestly. Very, very impressed. This is their tiny little fixed blade, of course, and it Has a nice click in there if you can hear this. Yeah, it's got a nice little click in there. It's not coming out anywhere, but it has a really good, you just pop it off and there's your little blade. Really, really nice. And so they don't carry incredibly deep, but at the same time, it's still reliable. And I'll get you a closer look at that clip right there. But these are wonderful little blades. And again, if they were 40 or 50 bucks, I'd be like, eh. But it's $20. 20 bucks for these. And so, Odin Wolf, thank you so much for sending them. I will have a full review on these as well as a dedicated tiny fixed blade episode. We're going to have a fixed blade, tiny fixed blade episode. I'm not a big, huge fixed blade fan, but we're going to have a tiny fixed blade episode very, very soon. Do they make a bigger blade? Yes, they absolutely do. They have many, many models of different stuff, and so go check out their Amazon store. But thank you, Brian, for the question there. And they do make very many. They actually reached out to me and asked me about the W Mini. These are the W Minis. And they wanted to see if I was interested. I think they had seen probably me do some other content on some different things. This is a 2-inch blade, Jorsic. I think I'm saying that right, Jorisk. And this is a 2-inch blade with almost a 3-inch handle. And so you've got plenty of grip. I have pretty big hands, I would say. And you've got a nice grip on there with a nice little 2-inch D2 steel blade. You can see the D2 on there. Maybe it's on this side. Yeah, there you go. And so very, very nice. Mr. Unique, MR Unique. Hi, bro, from India. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining the stream all the way from India. Wow, what time is it over there? Good grief. Woof. Yeah, so I like those. I'm a big fan of small fixed blades though. And so if you want to check out those, make sure you check out my link in the description for sure. Okay, so a few housekeeping things before we get to the last one. We're going to talk about a flashlight. But a few housekeeping things. We're going to try to stream every Friday. This is Carline Conversations for all of those who have joined the stream here. Thank you so much to all 28 of you watching right now. And this is Carline Conversations. I'm sitting at my son's middle school, and I like to do this on Fridays because I'm off on Fridays from my day job. And we just get on here and talk about EDC. And so would love to have you aboard. That is at 2 p.m. We're going to stream at 2 p.m. Central Time, Central American Time, every Friday. And I'm going to try to do it every Friday if I'm in town. And even if I'm not in town, I'll try to do that. So really appreciate you guys being on here. Ron, your EDC today, let's talk about it. Let's see, EDC for today is the Peña Mula. That sounds really cool. Is that designed by Peña? Is it Jose Peña? The Golden Design Nugget and Jack Wolf Venom. Jack Wolf, man. Jack Wolf, if I had the money, if I had the money to get me some Jack Wolf knives, tell you what, I'd be tearing that up. I did get to meet the guys, the designers of Jack Wolf at the at Blade Show Atlanta. Very, very cool meeting them, and it was very awesome to talk with them. Okay, Mr. Unique, I'm doing very well. MR Unique, thank you very much. Danny, you're from Denmark. Thank you so much. And Ron, I really appreciate you, man. Always asking people to give a thumbs up. And this is 10 likes so far on this, so I really appreciate it. We've got about I got about 10, 15 more minutes before I've got to go. But yeah, we're going to be talking some everyday carry here today. Now, you will see this on a future review as well. This is a really interesting flashlight. So this is the RovyVon, let me see if I can get it, there we go. This is the RovyVon E30 Pro. And I don't know why they put angel eyes on there. I don't know why they do that. It's just, I think they think that that's really cool. But whatever, it's the E30 Pro. It's got 2 LEDs at the bottom that give you, and listen to this, that will give you in turbo mode 3,500 lumens. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but anything 1,000 to 1,200 lumens is gonna really light up your night. 3,500 is insane, okay? So this is a flat, as you can see, it's a flat kind of design, and it's really, really really cool. My everyday carry is all I need and can't be mentioned here. Okay, man, good to go. This is a flat design here. You've got a little bump here for some front lights, and you've got a battery indicator right here. You've got some front lights here that operate with a different switch, and so you've got three switches on this bad boy. You've got a switch right here. You've got a switch right there, that little weird looking dial thing right there. And then you've got a switch right here that looks like a bolt. And so let me get you a little bit closer so you can see that. But if you do, for instance, if you do the one that looks like a hex bolt, it just turns on the regular light here. You can maybe see that it's sunlight outside here in Tennessee. But when you look at this light right here, it gives you the two main lights right here. Now I can hold that and turn it off. This main front light you can actually turn on, and it gives you the middle light. You also have an ultraviolet light at the bottom, but then you have a red light there. And so you can do that, and you got a bunch of different modes. This is one of those things where you've got to learn, if you're going to use this light, you've got to learn what to click when. You got to learn how to do a double click or a triple click here and all sorts of stuff. Ron, I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. $2 from Ron with the super chat there. Really appreciate that. I'm going to give that a like myself. And you know what? I'll give that a heart. Yeah, buddy. Thank you so much. And for all 37 of you watching right now, really appreciate it very much. We just got through talking about the Odin Wolf W Minis. If you're just joining the stream, the Nextool Mini Sailor that is going to be in future videos. The Nextool actually will be in a video on Monday on the channel. And now we're talking about the E30 Pro from, look at that. It's got a little emergency light there, and you can cycle through those and turn those off with that side switch. But this is the E30 Pro from RovyVon. Okay. Difference between a wife and a hand grenade is nothing. This is what DVD Z says. But if you remove the ring on one, you will lose half your house. You're not lying, brother. You're not lying. So you've got 3 buttons. This side button right here. It's actually really ergonomically placed for you to have kind of a torch or a reading light or something like that. And then you've got the main one that you turn on the main thing with, but then you've got this burst mode. And forgive me if any of you are like seizures, but you can do super bright and you depress it even more and it gives you like a blinking strobe and everything like that. Ron, I'm going to try to be on 2 p.m. Central every Friday. 2 p.m. Central every Friday. And so I'd love for you to join me. And again, thank you for the super chat or whatever it's, I guess they're called super chats. I don't know. I want to do, here's my philosophy about live streams on the channel. And the reason why you haven't seen live streams on the channel very much is because I don't do very well. Ron, you are 2 hours behind. It's probably what, 12:20 where you are? And so if you live in San Diego, beautiful, beautiful city, by the way, then you will be, it's probably your lunchtime. And so, yeah, really appreciate y'all tuning in, but I'll try to be on here at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Central every Friday. And so thank you so much, Ron, and everything like that. Really appreciate the likes on this video. What do you think about some of the stuff? What do you think about these Odin Wolf knives right here? Let me pull one out for you, show you again. These are little 2-inch, $20 fixed blade knives. Very, very nice. John, good to see you. Go Padres. I don't know that I agree with that, but I'll go ahead and say what you said. Thank you for being on here, John. Really appreciate it. And of course, we've got the RovyVon E30, and really nice. Yeah, Ron, for 20 bucks, I mean, you can't beat that. 20 bucks. We talked about the $10, I don't have it with me. Yeah, I left it at home. We talked about the $10 Ozark Trail knife. That's the Benchmade copycat last week, and that sparked a lot of discussion, and that was really cool to see. So, man, I really appreciate everybody tuning in, and there's a lot of options when we're talking about the RovyVon here. This is not a cheap light, but this is one of those lights that you buy and you don't have to buy another one probably ever again. And so you've got a bunch of different modes, you got a bunch of different things that you can do, and the best part about this whole light right here, let me show you. USB-C, brothers and sisters, if you're there. USB-C. You cannot beat USB-C charging on anything these days. Yeah, I really like these, what we're talking about. We're going to have a fixed blade episode probably in 2 weeks, and then I'm going to talk about some lights in 3 weeks, and then we're going to have multi-tools on Monday. So, yep, that's all I've got to talk about today. What else you got to talk about? Ron says, hope you and everyone in this chat had a good weekend. Talk to you next time. Have a good weekend. See y'all later. Hey, make sure to have a good lunch, the rest of your lunch, the rest of your afternoon in sunny San Diego, California there. Really appreciate it. 9:30 at night in Austria. You're in Vienna. C-A-V-J-A. Very nice. Kavja. And greetings from Austria. Thank you so much for being here. Austria is on my bucket list of places to go. That is one of the places I did not get to go when I was in the military. And so I want to go there, would absolutely want to do that. Sinbad, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Sheriffs would eat me for breakfast with that. Oh yeah, okay, I got you, I understand. What are you trying to say, like the knife or the light? Which one are you talking about? All right, so new video on Monday. I'm gonna try to post a short on Wednesday, and then we'll have the live streams every Friday. And the reason why I don't do regular live streams is because I don't really have a space to do that in. I've got a filming space that I can use, but I don't have great internet access there, and so can't really do that. But this is kind of a compromise, and I can spend the 20 or 30 minutes that I would be waiting on my son at our middle school, and I will be able to just live stream there, and just live stream here and talk to you guys about ADC every Friday afternoon. It's really nice. It's really cool that you guys are on here. If you have any questions, make sure you sound off in the comments, as well as the live chat replay you can watch as you're watching this video. But we got a little bit shorter from here today. Sinbad, you're from Scotland? No way, dude. It's got to be probably, what, 8 or 9 o'clock at night there, too. So, really cool. Thank y'all so very much. We're going to go ahead and end it for today. If you've got anything that you would like to hear about for future live streams, make sure that you comment below. And thank you for all the 15 likes on here. Appreciate you liking the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. And if I can do anything for you, if I can pray for you, I don't have to just talk about EDC. If I can pray for you today, you let me know, and we will do that on the next live stream next Friday at 2 p.m. Central Time here in the United States. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. And you guys have a great rest of your weekend. God bless you.